Let me be unequivocally clear. When you talk about fear, real, palpable, gut-wrenching fear on a football field, you start and end the conversation with one name: Lawrence Taylor. You think you know pressure? You think you understand what it means to have your head on a swivel? You have no idea. Imagine standing in that pocket, lights shining bright, crowd roaring like a jet engine, and knowing that a human missile wearing number 56 is coming for you. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. He was the boogeyman quarterbacks saw in their sleep. Now, let's talk about style, because LT's style was pure intimidation. This wasn't some cerebral, chess-playing defender. Oh no. This was a heat-seeking missile programmed for one target: the man with the ball. He played with a reckless abandon that bordered on insanity, yet it was all under his control. He invented the modern stand-up pass rush from the outside linebacker spot. He would creep up to the line of scrimmage, coiled like a viper, and at the snap of the ball, he would explode. Offensive tackles, men who were mountains, were left grasping at air. He used a slap move that was so violent it would knock a lineman off balance, and then he'd dip his shoulder and be gone. His motor was legendary. It simply never stopped. First quarter, fourth quarter, preseason, Super Bowl, it did not matter. LT played every single down like it was the last play of his life. For all the talk, for all the hyperbole, you have to look at the cold, hard facts. And the facts are simply staggering. They are undeniable. Let's start with the accolades, shall we? In his very first season, 1981, he was the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. He was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Let me repeat that. As a rookie, who does that? Nobody. That's who. He was so dominant, so transformative from the jump, that they had to give him both awards. It was unprecedented. Lawrence Taylor didn't just excel within the rules of the game. He was so dominant that he forced the game to change its rules. His blindside sack of Washington quarterback Joe Theismann in 1985 on Monday Night Football is one of the most infamous plays in NFL history. It was a brutal, devastating hit that resulted in a career-ending leg injury for Theismann. While tragic, that single play highlighted a vulnerability that LT had been exploiting for years. Quarterbacks were sitting ducks, and LT was the apex predator. The play was a catalyst, a horrifying exclamation point on the need for better protection. Because of Lawrence Taylor and his relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, the role of the left tackle was forever changed. Before LT, the left tackle was often just another big body on the offensive line. After LT, the left tackle became arguably the second most important and second highest paid position on offense. Teams had to find premier athletes, agile giants who had the foot speed and technique to even have a prayer of slowing LT down. Lawrence Taylor's legacy is not just in the record books or the trophy case. His legacy is etched into the very fabric of modern football. Every time you see a supremely athletic edge rusher come off the corner, bend around a tackle, and strip sack the quarterback, you are seeing the ghost of Lawrence Taylor. He created the prototype. He was the blueprint for players like Derek Thomas, Von Miller, Micah Parsons. They are all descendants of the pass rushing revolution that LT started. He showed the world that a single defensive player could be the most dominant, most impactful, and most feared force on the field. His personal struggles off the field have been well documented, and they are a sad and complicated part of his story. Those issues should not be ignored. But on the gridiron, between the white lines, he was a transcendent talent, a gladiator in the modern arena. For those 3 hours on a Sunday, he was an artist of destruction. His passion, his intensity, and his unyielding will to win were things of legend. Teammates revered him, and opponents, to this day, speak his name with a mixture of awe and lingering trepidation.